There's two things in the real estate business that give people confidence. One is the ability to make money. That's why doing your first deal, guys, is so important, because the first deal proves the concept. But the second thing is your ability to get consistent leads in the business. See, when you're focused on sales, you're focused on converting leads into revenue. But when you're focused on lead generation, it's finding that deal. See, when you get into real estate investment, these two things are the linchpin on whether you make it or you don't make it in the industry. And today I want to talk about how do you take, that first deal, you make a little bit of money, that second deal, you make your second little bit of money. You might have celebrated, went out there and, spent a little bit, treated yourself. But then you're asking yourself, man, this business is so stressful. The money disappeared so quickly. How do I get the money to keep coming in over and over again without it feeling like I'm getting every deal by the skin of my teeth, without feeling like I'm running over here and running over there and just completely losing my mind, running around whatever market you're in with your chicken with head cut off? That's what we're going to talk about today on Forged2Win. Guys, my name is Ronald Walker, your host here at Forged2Win. If you're liking this content, hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, and come back, because I've got a lot more content to give you confidence on finding deals and converting them into more contracts, which makes you money no matter the market that you're in. So today, I want to dive into how do you consistently bring in leads into your business. You might have done one deal, you might have done two deals. You realize that investing in real estate can change your life. But what are the things you can put in place? See, I want to walk you through the tiers and the levels there is with marketing and the cost for it, how to construct your engine when it comes to building the machine that's going to constantly fuel the money you make. And then I want to give you some of the top secrets in order to maintain that consistency here in this video. So to kick off, when you're thinking about marketing, one of the things that people miss out is a lot of times you have to spend money or you have to put in the time to get deals, okay? You either put in the time or you have to spend money. Now, when you're putting in marketing, when people think about, man, how do I become consistent? How do I get from just doing the 3 deals I did over the last 6 months to doing 1 a month or 2 a month? Ronnie, what's the secret? Guys, the secret is being able to be consistent. But just consistency doesn't help. You might be like, Ronnie, I'm consistently driving for dollars, right? Here's how you create predictable profits in your real estate investment business, okay? Specifically if you're a wholesaler or if you're finding leads. What you want to do is you want consistency at volume at low cost equals predictable profits, okay? If you can do those 3 things, if you can be consistent in your activity at a massive volume at the cheapest cost possible, you will be able to attain predictable revenue. You will get that first deal, 1 deal every month. Then you'll be able to move that to 2 deals every month by gradually increasing that volume with the predictability. And if you start at a low cost option and then move up in your marketing to the higher and higher costs, you'll be able to start by making money and then reinvesting that money in your business to make more and more, rather than feeling like you're sinking $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 into the business, which can cause us to feel just out of control. Like, man, all my money's going back in and building this up. No, don't try to explode and build the system right away without any proven results. Get proven results. Find out how you're finding those properties and then maintain it, okay? Then maintain it. So, Ronnie, what are the 3 levels of marketing, okay? I break these up into 3 levels because there's really different costs per marketing. There's some marketing you do, right? If you go out and get video ads and put them on TV, you're going to spend $10,000 today and you don't even know if it's going to work, right? You don't know if it's a brand. You just know, oh man, I can get on TV in my local area. Guys, you're going to waste your money, right? You're fairly new. You don't know what you're doing. That's a high level tier. Instead, let's start off at tier 1, right? Tier 1 are these couple of things. They are text message marketing and they're RVMs, Okay. Tier 1 is text message and RVMs because they're the cheapest type of marketing to deploy in the marketplace. Okay. They're the easiest to be able to scale and create a system because you're pulling a list. You might go to PropStream, you might pull a tax default list, and then you're going to skip trace that list. And then you're going to turn around and you're going to get a system like Roar Genetics or Batch Leads or some other system that you're going to be able to text message. You're going to put those numbers in that system and then you're going to text them. And what I would recommend is don't text them all at once, right? Drip them out. If you have 3,000 leads, drip them out over a week and then hit them again and then hit them again and then hit them again and keep dripping them out. And people who want to be removed, put them on a suppression list. But this is the cheapest way because finding these lists, it doesn't cost that much money. Skip tracing doesn't cost that much money and you have those numbers forever. And then you can hit those numbers over and over and over again through that system. RVMs are very similar. If you use a system like Roar Genetics, for instance, you can go in there and you can start doing a ringless voicemail, which will just literally be a voicemail they get that you pre-record, and it'll show up as a missed voicemail. They'll look at it, they'll listen, and they'll call you back, right? And you can set up different systems on how you want to receive those calls. But this is the cheapest way to start your marketing. But what you want to do is you want to start this marketing and then you want to do it consistently. How often do you pull the list? How often do you skip trace? How often do you load that campaign into the text message? And at what frequency do you text them? And then space it out so it's consistent, so you have a consistent flow and drip in your business. Let's say you want 10 leads a day. What is that going to be? I wouldn't start with that. Maybe you want 2 leads a day. Okay, boom, boom, boom. You drip it out so you have a constant 2 leads a day with text messaging. Once you prove that up, or once you prove that system, then go and say, okay, well, number 2, the levels in number 2 are cold calling, direct mail, and PPC. So now you might say, hey, I want to keep my costs low, so I want to start cold calling. So let me go out and hire a cold caller, put them in, give them the phone numbers, and now they can cold call those people over and over again. The reason why this is a little bit more expensive than text messaging is you have to pay for the cold caller. Now, if you're cold calling, that might be a tier 1 because you literally only pay for the skip tracing. But tier 2, you're paying a cold caller and they're constantly dropping leads in. They might drop 2 leads a day. They might drop 4 leads a day into your system and you're getting a reoccurring drip. Same thing with direct mail. When you send it out, don't just send out one batch, but gradually say, you know what, I can order 10,000 pieces. I'm going to order these 10,000 pieces and I'm going to have them delivered over 4 weeks. And at the end of 4 weeks, I'm going to buy 10,000 more pieces. And this allows you to gradually drip things out. And then tier number 3 is really once you start creating a brand. Okay, when you create a brand in your marketplace, this is when you want to move to tier level 3. And level 3 is TV ads, radio ads, and billboards. This works best if you have a brand and it's something you're going to keep for a long term. Things like Open Door, right? Things like OfferPad. These bigger brands will do these bigger marketing campaigns because 1, they're more expensive, and 2, it stays in your brain. They're a name brand. So unless you have a name brand, I would hold off from those and really focus on how do I become consistent in my lead revenue, in my lead generation, by starting off with the cheapest one and creating a system and take an omni approach. Hey, I might start with texting, but instead of stopping texting and then going into RVM, do both. Instead of stopping RVM and texting and going to cold calling, do all 3. And I really love the idea of having 3 funnels. What are those 3 funnels that you're going to focus on? So that way you're kind of surrounding them. Is it direct mail? Is it cold calling, texting, RVMs? And then you might do driving for dollars, or you might do additional field work, hanging door hangers on door handles around neighborhoods, canvassing areas. See, when you are trying to create consistency in your business, step 1, guys, is being able to construct an engine like a car and then add fuel to it so it's constantly spinning, okay? And once it's constantly spinning, you have a consistent effort going out into the marketplace, constantly hitting the marketplace with proven strategies, right? From lists to marketing campaigns to way people are reaching out to you. And it's flowing through your system, whatever you choose, whether it's Podio, whether it's another type of CRM that you put out there, whatever you have, you create this engine. And this engine is constantly firing. And it's spitting out leads to you over and over. And once you figure that out, then you can increase it. Then you can increase it again. And you can add another funnel. You can add another pathway to get a customer. And as you continue to do that, as you continue to add pathways, all of a sudden you have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas where leads are coming in. And people ask me, Ronnie, when do you hire an acquisition coordinator? You hire them when you have multiple flows of leads coming into your business, and then you can put an acquisition coordinator over. Maybe he just takes the cold call leads and he starts there. Maybe he takes the RVM leads and he starts there. And then you give a little bit more and you open him up, the more that you trust him, and he proves himself to you to be able to work the leads in your business. See, I want you guys to be able to find deals consistently, to be able to work them in a way that allows you to convert the most possible people into revenue. But it starts, if you've done your first deal, it starts with systemizing this lead generation process. Because once you systemize it, then you have confidence and you know where your money is gonna come from. You know how often you're gonna get it. You know what you have to spend in order to get a lead coming in. And if you start with smaller cost things, right? If you have no money, do field work. Go out and drive for dollars. Go out and canvas areas. Go out and put out bandit signs. And then move up into texting, cold calling, RVMs, direct mail, and gradually put that system in place so you can feel confident that in your REI business and your ability to find discounted houses, you can be confident that you know, no matter what happens, I'm going to win. Guys, this is Forged2Win. I'm so glad you're here. I've got something super special for you, okay? We are launching a small group that's specifically tailored to helping real estate investors put in a consistent lead flow, the ability to find deals and then convert them. Okay, being able to find deals and then convert them. And we're calling it the Acquisition University because we want to help you find those deals, convert them, and get the most money possible in this market. We all know that the secret sauce of being a real estate investor is the ability to find discounted deals. That's what everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking for the good deals. Where are they at? How do I find them? How do I get in touch with them? And then how do I convert them? How do I get them into my portfolio? Or how do I get them so I can sell them to my buyer? That's what this Acquisition University is. So if you guys are interested in joining that mastermind and joining that group, there's going to be a link in the description below. And come on, if you want to create that consistency, if you want to create the confidence, then let me give you my system that I use right now in my business. Until next time, guys, peace.